Kirk Douglas was already a Hollywood star by 1960. But when he decided to take on Spartacus, he wasn't just making another epic, he was risking everything. Behind the sweeping battle scenes and gladiator drama lay a secret fight. One that would pit Douglas against the most powerful forces in Hollywood. His gamble nearly ended his career, but instead changed the industry forever. When Spartacus was released in 1960, audiences were blown away by its grandeur. The film told the story of a slave who dared to challenge the might of Rome. A man who rose from the pits of brutality to lead a rebellion for freedom. But what most moviegoers didn't know was that the story behind the film mirrored its message. Kirk Douglas, who not only starred as Spartacus but also produced the movie, was fighting his own rebellion in Hollywood. His opponent wasn't an empire, it was the blacklist. At the time, America was still gripped by the Cold War, and Hollywood had been shaken by McCarthyism. Writers, directors, and actors accused of having communist ties were blacklisted, forbidden from working in the industry. Careers were destroyed overnight, and fear silenced even those who disagreed with the witch hunts. Among the victims was Dalton Trumbo, one of the most talented screenwriters in Hollywood. For years, he had been forced to write under pseudonyms just to survive. When Kirk Douglas acquired the rights to Spartacus, he knew he needed a writer who could handle the scope and emotion of the story. Against all advice, Douglas secretly hired Dalton Trumbo to pen the script. It was a daring move. If the truth came out, Douglas risked financial ruin and permanent exile from Hollywood. But Douglas believed the film needed Trumbo's voice, and he was willing to risk everything to make it happen. As production moved forward, pressure mounted. The studios warned Douglas not to give Trumbo official credit. Politicians and powerful figures threatened boycotts. The whispers around Hollywood grew louder. If Douglas went through with it, his career might never recover. But the actor refused to back down. In a bold, history-making decision, Kirk Douglas announced that Dalton Trumbo would receive full screen credit for Spartacus. The fallout was immediate. The film's release was surrounded by controversy, with some calling Douglas unpatriotic. Theater owners feared protests. Yet when Spartacus finally premiered, it became a massive success, earning critical acclaim and sweeping box offices worldwide. The public loved it. And the controversy that was meant to destroy Douglas ended up breaking the back of the Hollywood blacklist. For the first time in over a decade, a blacklisted writer's name appeared openly on the screen, paving the way for others to reclaim their careers. Douglas later admitted that giving Trumbo credit was one of the proudest moments of his life. It wasn't just about making a film, it was about standing up for principle, for freedom, and for justice. Much like Spartacus himself, Douglas chose to defy the system, knowing the risks but refusing to bow down to fear. That decision didn't just shape his legacy, it changed the entire film industry. Looking back, Spartacus remains more than a Hollywood epic. It is a testament to courage both on screen and off. Kirk Douglas could have chosen the safe path, protecting his career and his reputation. Instead, he risked everything to fight for what he believed was right. And in doing so, he helped end one of the darkest chapters in Hollywood's history at its heart. The story of Spartacus is about the power of one man's defiance in the face of overwhelming odds. Kirk Douglas didn't just play Spartacus, he lived it. And that is why, decades later, his gamble is remembered not as a risk, but as a revolution.